God morning, everyone. God morning to you. Happy Friday to everybody. We made it to another weekend, so thank the Lord for bringing us throughout another week. Thank the Lord. And this week we've been talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is crucial in our lives. Monday we talked about how God said if you don't forgive others, neither will he forgive you. That's crucial. You chain yourself down by holding grudges, by being resentful. No, forgive and move on because we've all sinned and come short of the glory of God. And so we need his forgiveness. But he's tied our forgiveness to others. So we got to be able to forgive others. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors is the prayer that he taught his disciples. And then Tuesday we talked about forgive yourself. The Bible said, love thy neighbor as thyself. You can't love and forgive your neighbor if you don't love and forgive yourself. It starts within and then it reaches out to others. So you got to forgive yourself. Don't keep beating yourself up over your past mistakes and bad choices and things. No. God is a forgiving God, and so he said, come. Let us reason together. That means he's willing to sit down and reason with you and willing to throw all of that old bad stuff you've done away. So don't keep beating up yourself. God is a God of another chance. When he said brand new mercies are renewed every day, that's him saying to us, he's giving us another chance. His compassions fail not. So don't beat yourself up. And then Wednesday, we talked about put your forgiveness into action. Forgiveness requires action. You say you truly forgive somebody, then Jesus said, leave your gift at the altar. Get out of that church, he said, and go out there and try to reconcile with them. Don't try to pray it right. He said, first go to that person and try to make it right. Do what you can. A lot of people like to try to pray and say, Lord, do this and do that. But he said, go to that person. That's all you can do is go to them. And if they don't receive you, if they still mad at you, that's on them. But you've done your part. You freed yourself. And then yesterday we talked about blasphemy of the Holy Ghost, which is the one sin that God said he will not give you forgiveness for. So we want to stay away from that sin. And that sin is that old person that has that old wise in their own conceit heart. Don't want to listen to nobody else. No, that's a terrible place to be. Wise in your own conceit. Self-righteous. Paul said they reprobate concerning the truth. They don't want God's truth. They don't develop their own truth. And so they can't get forgiveness because they don't see themselves as wrong. They look at their iniquities and lies as the truth. And it's their own fault that you can't get forgiveness because God tried to tell you that ain't right. Your way of thinking is wrong, but nope, they held on to it. Remember I told you yesterday, lying is like electricity. The longer you hold on to it, the worse it gets. The more damage it gets to finally you blaspheme the Holy Ghost. God give you over to that lie since you want to hold on to it. And so today we're going to end up talking about forgiveness. Hello to my cousin Sharon. God bless you this morning, you and your family. And so today we're going to end up over there in James chapter 5, verse 15, where he says the prayer of the faith shall save the sick. The Lord shall raise him up. And he said, if he had committed sins, they shall be forgiven. The prayer of the faith shall save the sick, raise them up, and God will forgive them of their sins. You see that there? Forgiveness is all in there. Our breakthrough, our miracle is all tied to forgiveness. Our healing is tied to forgiveness. You got to be forgiven if you want to be healed, if you want to be delivered, if you want your breakthrough. You got to be forgiven. And you got to be a forgiving person of a forgiving heart to be forgiven. Forgiveness is crucial in every part of our life, our healing, our deliverance, our breakthrough. So forgive so that you may be forgiven, so that you may get your breakthrough. Remember, in the prayer that Jesus taught his disciples, he said, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. That means you are forgiven as you forgive others that have hurt you, that have done you wrong. Forgive them, and God will forgive you. Good morning, Sister Giles. God bless you this morning. And so forgiveness is crucial in every aspect of our lives. Remember, you don't want to hold on to that grudge, hold on to your lies and become wise in your own conceit. Now God won't forgive you because you don't think you're wrong. You become reprobate in your lives, a reprobate mind, wise in his own conceit. Solomon said there's more hope of a fool than a man that's wise in his own conceit. You can't tell him nothing. That's a dangerous place to be. So we got to keep an humble heart. Even Solomon and Paul talked about rich people. Many of them are wise in their own conceit. They're full of pride. They're not humble. They think they got it made. So you can't tell them nothing. They think their success came from themselves. Any success we have in life, it all comes from God. You can't be a doctor, a lawyer. You can't be a great musician or great whatever you do in life without God. So we got to stay humble. But you lose that humbleness, then you become prideful. You could become self-righteous. And that, remember, Jesus gave the parable of that self-righteous man in the temple praying. Talking about he fast, he pray, he do all of that. And he ain't like other folks. I ain't like this guy, other guy in here. He despises others and it's all about themselves. Jesus said that man wasn't justified. In other words, God didn't forgive him of his sins because he was too much into himself. He never asked God for mercy or forgiveness any kind of way because he didn't think he did anything wrong. He was reprobate. Thought he had it all together. Bible said the righteous shall scarcely make it in. So we need to stay humble. We never know when we do people wrong, step on their toe, hurt their feeling in some kind of way. So stay humble. And always ask God for forgiveness for the things that you know you did wrong and for the things that you don't know, because you never know when you've done somebody wrong. So always ask forgiveness. Always be humble. Don't get that old prideful, wise in your own conceit, reprobate mind. Now you've lost. Because there is no forgiveness for a person that reaches that kind of state of mind. All right, stay humble. I thank you all for this week for tuning in and being a part as we looked at forgiveness. Remember, forgiveness is crucial in our lives each and every day. Y'all have a blessed day, have a blessed weekend, and as always, trust the process and keep God first. Hello to my Auntie Mary. God bless you this morning. Hopefully you're doing all right. You hang on in there, my auntie, as you deal with your body ailments. Because once we get at a certain age, you know, this old body is gonna aches and pains. Old Uncle Arthur gonna get in there. But that's all right. Remember, we are just strangers traveling through. There's a better place waiting on us where there'll be no more pain, no more sorrow, no more dying, no more crying. That's where we headed to. So don't get so caught up in this world. There's a better one waiting on us, but we got to get there. So keep striving to make it through. Stay humble. Remember, forgiveness is crucial. Trust the process and keep God first. Y'all have a blessed day.